Hello, my fellow SpaghettiOs, and welcome back to STO Studios. Yes, this is my first time. Well, not my first time, but this is my very first video over here doing a speed paint and doing a voiceover. Now, mind you that this is all unscripted, so there will be a lot of ums and pausing, but this is my third time doing it because I realized that the video that I picked of the speed paint was too short, so I had to pick a slower one, which is this one. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the furry fandom and about me and my relationship with the furry fandom, what I like and what I don't like, and shit like that. So, anyways, we are going to start off with how I really got introduced into the fandom. I mean, I was always exposed to the fandom, it's just I didn't know what character it was, and besides, I didn't pay too much attention to it, but I've always had an interest in animals, in a safe for work way. It's currently 2:19 in the morning and I'm recording shit like this. I don't have the mindset or the patience to deal with shit. Anyways, Logan basically was the one who introduced me to most of the fandom, like the terms, how it acted, a bunch of it really. But I only really started getting into the furry fandom this year, really. I was like, you know what? Like, this is all cool, but I'm totally not gonna be like one of these furries. Like, like it's so weird. Like, didn't like one of them fuck their dog? And then a year later, here we are. May 10th. I'm a furry now. Anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm actually starting to like this furry thing, this mascotting, or whatever the fuck, this furry fandom. I'm gonna go and dip my foot into it and see if I like it. I'm gonna test the waters and see if I really like this bath salt. That's what I'm gonna use a lot, actually. So I went ahead and said, hey, I'm gonna go and try it out for a little bit. So then, like, a few days later, I was like a bit more informed about it. So February 22nd, I officially became a member of the furry fandom. And yeah. Although one thing that I wish that one of my friends wouldn't have said was, well, I'm in the furry fandom, like I've been in here like for 5 years or shit like that. Like I'm in the furry fandom, like you're in the furry community. And I'm like, the fuck is the difference? A fandom is a community. But it kind of did hurt me because they were saying that I was less, even though we're all equals. Anyways, that's off topic. So I went ahead and joined the fandom. One of my friends, who we'll just call us, even though I'm never gonna bring them up again, they were kind enough to send me videos about it, like songs, informational shit like that about the furry fandom. So at this point, I am currently 2 months and a half of being a furry. Most of my friends have been in here longer, but I recently joined, so you can't blame me. But yeah. Why did I join the furry fandom is what my family and friends that aren't in there would have asked, or can ask, and have asked. The reason why I joined the furry fandom is because I don't know, actually. Most of the things that I do don't have a reason. A lot of them don't have a reason. And that's pretty hypocritical of me because I'm constantly saying I'm the type of person who needs a reason to justify an action. But I'm over here doing shit without a reason. Now let me think of one that could have been possible. I guess I joined it because of the activities and the support that the members give to all their other members, which I really liked. So, yeah, we're gonna go and list off the things that I do and don't like about the furry fandom. Let's go ahead and start off with the good, because compliment them and then insult them. But the things that I like is that the fandom really does push creativity, which is what I really like because Personally, I have only been drawing for 7 to 8 years. Well, I think 7. Did I? Yeah. I've been drawing for mostly 7 to 8 years, so I kind of do know my shit just a little bit, like just a tiny bit. But I really do love how it pushes creativity, especially to young furries who are just starting out, because like that's what like pushes them to have their hobby as a career if they want it. Like it pushes them to improve. Like it really does, and that's what I like about it, cuz I've been in many other communities and fandoms, but the ones that I've been in my experience really didn't push creativity unlike the furry fandom. So yeah, I really like how creative it can get, but I also like how helpful it can be to members who really need it. Like there's this one furry, well, this one guy who got their fursuit stolen, and um, people in the furry fandom decided to raise money so he can get a new one, which is what I really like because there's people helping out others that are in need of something. Many people see as like a fursuit as just like a want, which yes, a fursuit is a want, but for some people it is a need because that's what brings them comfort or it's part of their hobby. Like let's say for example, um art is a hobby, but let's say that they lost or got all their art supplies taken away. So they would have to like try new ways to like do their shit, but they can't. That's kind of how it feels, I guess. I don't know. Now, for the bad things, it's a longer list, and I'm going more into detail. But these are just personal things that I don't like about it. Is this the reason why the good list is really short? Is because I don't know how to explain it. Now the things that I really don't like about it is how easily the fandom can go into really heated drama about something. It can be something really simple and then it can involve like the entire furry fandom getting into it and then shit like that. Um that's really one thing that I don't like. Yes, I am up for tea and drama because it's kind of like one thing that I really like hearing. I'm like, "Oh, that's what happened." Like it just gets me interested because like it's a I guess you could say it's like for me it's like some sort of storyline. Like you get to see who is good and who is perceived as bad or vice versa. But yeah, um but like I still really don't like how easily it can get into drama because then that gives us a bad reputation. Just how like oh, another thing that I really don't like is that some furries go too far to a point where it is illegal. Like one of them was in their fursuit, I think, and they started fucking a piece of roadkill that was on the road, and I was like, the fuck, that is messed up. And I was like, you know what? This is one of the reasons why the furry community is hated by a lot of people actually, and why we kind of have a bit of a bad reputation. Sorry, The Office is in the background, so if you can hear it, I'm really sorry. I recently just started watching it. I'm like on season 2. But yeah, one other thing that I really don't like is that in my opinion, you can get scammed for anything easily off the if you're buying something that's within the furry fandom. That's one thing that I think that you can easily get scammed for. Like fursuits, someone can like just give you like pictures of it. Cause like there's like a bunch of people who, not to be rude, can be a bit gullible or a bit naive and believe it, and then they're scammed out of their money. Oh, especially for fursuit making. People who scam people for a fursuit, like they say that they're a fursuit maker, and since people know that fursuit making it can take a long time. The person can easily just scam them out of their money, easy like little by little, and they can never have like the suit ready. Okay, what else? I guess you could say that I just really hate some of the word slang, I guess. Some of it, like popular, I don't know. I don't like it. Just say popular furry or just popular person. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to my art, I guess. Actually, no, let's go ahead and move on about Sammy, my fursona, my main actually. I came up with Sammy because um one of my friends was like, "Hey, maybe we should like I can make you badges." And I was like, "Oh, nice." I still have the badge with me actually. Just saying, the very first image I've made of him was a very quick drawing, which was before I even had my drawing tablet. So yeah, he was like a beta, I guess you could say. He's like a prototype. Basically the very first drawing of Sammy didn't looked nothing like the one that I have now. Yeah, a lot of it looks like it, but a lot of the details that the new Sammy has looks nothing like it. Now, the reason why I chose a possum, or well, an opossum for a starter for my fursona, or well, for the main of my fursona, is because personally I like the aesthetics of possums and I kind of do connect with them a bit. Like, I'm not Therian or otherkin. Personally, I don't believe in that. But I just like, because a lot of people who have personas, like, they base it like, hey, this character acts this way, and it reminds me like a bit of me, which is like what a possum reminds me of me. It reminds me of me. So I went ahead and chose that, but I also chose it because since I am an artist and a possum is very, very dull and dried out in color, that we can use my artistic side as a contrast to it, as a compliment. So that's why I chose it. And yeah, personally, that's why I made them. They're like, I know that there's like a bunch of people whose personas are named after them, but just saying, I came up with my name Sammy way before I became a furry. So just saying. So that means I talk to myself. So that means I talk to people in third person when I talk about my persona, which is kind of creepy. But yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about what should we talk about? Let's just really talk about me in general. I should save this up for a different video, but we're gonna go and save that up for the trailer. Anyways, I'm going to introduce myself. I should have done this in the very beginning, but my name is Sammy. I have became a furry. I have been in the furry fandom since February 22nd of 2020, which is this year. Um, my favorite color is yellow. My birthday was on April 11th of 2008. I am an artist and a soon-to-be fursuit maker because I just want to become one. I really like it. I am on Instagram and yeah, I live in the state of Texas, so I live in America. I am 5 feet, I guess you could say. Yeah, I am 5 feet, but I don't know if that's important. I deal with self-esteem issues along with symptoms of like schizophrenia and depression, but I'm not gonna be self-diagnosing. I'm just saying that I suffer from a few of the symptoms. I consider myself to be a nice person or interesting, I guess you could say. I can be a bit rude when it comes to talking, but it's not intentional. I'm an Aries, if you couldn't tell. Um, I am Hispanic. I'm not saying I'm Mexican because that's not true. I am Cuban and Mexican, so I identify myself as Hispanic. and Latina. I speak English and Spanish, although I am much more comfortable speaking in English, but I can't speak in Spanish when needed to, which is mostly speaking to my parents. I guess you could say that I am in the 5th grade, so yeah. I would like to make new friends because I just want to make new friends. I am also interested in the aesthetic of piercings. I like tattoos. I like water. I like lemons. I like lime cake. It's pretty good. I like hot dogs, pizza, capitalist food in general. But although I'm very stubborn and picky when it comes to food, I identify as non-binary, so my preferred pronouns are they, them, but I'm also fine with he, him, but gender neutral pronouns are preferred more. Um, I am also pansexual, so yeah, you can have that. Um, I don't know what to say. I guess I could say that I really like salt. I like salt, although not too much of it, but I do eat a lot of it, but not too often to a point where it's dangerous. I like fruit gummies. I don't know. I guess you could say that I don't know. I am a brunette and I have brown eyes. I have a small gap in between my teeth. And yeah, um I just wanted to talk some. I like crackers. I like crackers. I really like them. They're good. But I guess I could say that I want to introduce myself to you guys because I don't know. I just want to introduce myself. But I will be more into depth once I make a trailer or a video about me. And yeah, I am currently closed for commissions, but I will be opening up soon on Monday, hopefully. But yeah. um yeah. But this is basically me talking about me. If you guys have any more questions about me, you can always ask me on my Instagram. I am always open for emails, DMs, and text messages on my Instagram. So yeah. That's me. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day and I'll keep my mouth shut. This is Sammy signing out.